Today I'm going to show you part one on how to build this sleek electric crossover SUV in Gravity Sketch with sub-D surfacing. Starting with a line sketch that I did on the iPad app. I brought the sketch into Gravity Sketch, into VR, and also brought in some quick pencil sketches that I did just to give me some direction on the design direction on the body side, front and rear details. Now I'm starting to add some sub-D surface, starting with the center line. Using the ribbon stroke tool, I like to lay down ribbons of sub-D surface, which I can weld together at the center line. You can see it's welded with curvature continuity. Adjusting the curvature to meet the sketch. Now I'm adding additional edge loops to give myself more control over the cross-section of the windscreen surface. Now I'm extruding additional surfaces to form the side glass. So the great thing about working with sub-D is it's easy to grab edges and pull new faces to quickly create new surfaces. I'm adjusting my vertices to give myself a great surface topology. I like to avoid having any twists or turns in my sub-D surfaces. That gives me the best possible surface quality. Now I'm going to start on the body side of the vehicle. Starting with the center line, I lay down another ribbon stroke. Welded together at the center line. Now I'm pulling the outboard points to meet the sketch lines. And then adding additional edge loops close to the center line, and then pulling them outboard to give myself more control over the crosscar curvature of the surface. Now I'm laying down the wheel flats. So the wheel flats are an important part of the body structure. Getting those right using the ribbon stroke is quite simple and straightforward. This vehicle is going to have a non-round wheel arch, a directional wheel arch. Now I'm starting to pull the front fender surface right from the wheel flat. So in the early stages of sub-D modeling, I tend to stay in the polygonal view because it really helps me to understand the structure of the surfaces. And by organizing my polygons in such a way where I avoid any twists and turns, and by spacing them out in a very logical way, I can achieve very, very polished surface quality very quickly with almost no additional polygons or vertices. I keep my surface structure very, very simple. So now I've got my front fender and my rear fender. And you can see this very, very strong dynamic line on the body side. So now I'm going to use the ribbon stroke to follow that line and start to construct the main body side. As you can see, I'm building in sections. I'm not welding everything together just yet. I'm keeping everything in separate parts and separate sections. And this allows me to maintain control over those main surfaces, because once you weld them together, you need to be very strategic about how you combine those surfaces together, or else you'll just start to lose the fidelity of the design very quickly. So this enables me to work in sections, maintain a very, very specific surface fidelity that I'm going for, and then I can start to work out strategically how I want to combine those surfaces. So at this point, I'm just trying to get the main body side organized and structured the way I want. Now I'm starting to pull out a little bit of a light catcher in the lower body side. Now I'm going to lay out the rear bumper area, starting with another ribbon stroke. This vehicle has a very sleek, futuristic silhouette with a very, very high trailing edge, which gives it great aerodynamics, but also very sporty character. So inside these wheel flats is going to be a secondary graphic element, which is going to follow the main body surface, but it's going to be a really strong piece of protective cladding over the wheel arches, which gives it that sort of tough all-road character. So now I'm starting to adjust my poly so that the front and rear wheel arches are more consistent with each other, but also the graphic portion of the wheel arch is consistent with the body color portion. So the lines all sort of flow together. So my goal in this first part of the process is to just lay out the main topology, the main surface structure, to work in the polygonal view so that everything is consistent. The structure is all worked out so that when I start to go into smooth view and I start to combine those surface elements, that I maintain that surface structure. So now I'm just adding the rocker element, which is going to give it sort of that planted, stable look. Adding a front splitter. And you can see I'm following the design intent of the sketches as a reference. So now I have the basic proportion and surface structure of my futuristic, sleek electric crossover SUV.